𝗙? Oh my God. 𝗙 is now weighing in. Dude, Theo saying shit many people agree with, and Joe gaslighting him, we got to get you off those antidepressants, is wild. When Joe is the one who sounds like the subdued SSRI riddled NP. Dude, oh my God, dude, 𝗙 is defending Theo Von. Guys, there is a rift happening in the manosphere. Dude, 𝗙 does suck. I used to like 𝗙. I thought 𝗙 was okay. I think really I liked the way she does her eye makeup. I think that's what I actually liked. Looking back on it, all right? I'll admit I bought in, but no, seriously, she is like a mana troll, okay? She is. And you may have noticed, dude, she blocked me because I'm like, dude, you are like a manosphere yelper is what you are. I'm telling you, you know who she is, guys? She is literally 𝗙𝗚𝗏 things with like an OnlyFans makeup job. That's what 𝗙 is. I swear to you, 𝗙 is like 𝗙𝗏𝗏 things who dresses like a Mennonite and does her makeup like an OnlyFans model. That's it. That's her whole shtick, dude. And so the OnlyFans model makeup did like suck me in, bro. It did. It did. I admit it, dude. I can be a sucker for good eye makeup. I'm working on it, all right? But let's see what's going on with Theo and Joe, dude. They're brawling. Dude, she is pretty. No, she's absolutely pretty. And like, I don't know, she's got engaging energy too. But the thing that's really hard about 𝗙 is she's deceptive, because you can watch some of her stuff and it almost seems like she's a feminist, and it seems like she is like a liberal or a leftist, but she's actually not. She's like a manosphere pick-me person that is disguising herself as though she is not of that ilk, and she deceptively tries to steer you into that. And it's that deception that I don't like. Like, that is real smarmy. It's real smarmy. I don't like people who are deceptive about their fucking politics.
It's all just a cat and mouse game. People are like, we'll elect the Democrats next time. It's like, but it's all the same shit has been happening forever. They haven't been helping anybody forever. They're letting fucking politicians slurp on kids. All of our fucking money goes to Israel, and they're using it to fucking genocide people. It's like everybody is scared out of their wits right now. It's like our religious leaders are afraid to speak out, and it's like it's a time where it's like Satan is amongst us, and our religious leaders are fucking talking about bullshit at the poll. It's just like, what is going? I don't know, man.
We got to get you off those antidepressants, son. You're losing your fucking marbles.
You think I am?
Come hang out with us. Just chill out.
I'm here.
That was a little weird, dude. The Joe with the whole, like, don't be emotional. That was definitely strange. But those guys, though, the Theo Vons and the Joe Rogans of the world, they are not healthy men. They are junked out on money and power and ego, and their bodies, I think, are probably filled with, like, physical trauma and shit. And I don't think they've ever done any like significant work with like EMDR or therapy or looking at their generational trauma. And like, as men in America, we have a lot of generational trauma just at being men. But yeah, the thing that I didn't like, if I was Theo Von's friend, I would be steering him towards like, hey man, are you ready to sort of take responsibility for like platforming these guys? Because I see that you're having these vulnerable feelings, and I see that you're like, this shit is really fucking you up and you're feeling overwhelmed. And like, you think that's coming from like some feelings of regret for you, like platforming JD Vance and kind of making him seem harmless? Is that what you're grappling with? Like, I would be steering them towards the personal responsibility angle if I was his friend, but I would certainly give him the space to have those overwhelming feelings. But like, Joe was trying to shut down the overwhelming feelings and sort of make fun of him for even having those feelings, and even ascribing them to like medication, which is like, if he's taking some type of medication for anxiety or something, Joe was like demeaning him for even like trying to like deal with whatever he's dealing with. And so to me, that's pretty shitty. I mean, you'd be a shitty friend to not be steering him towards, you know, his personal responsibility too. But like not allowing somebody to like have a, you know, a bit of a breakdown or something, I don't think that's fair. I think giving, especially men, we got to give men, our fellow men, room to like, I don't know, process grief or to process feelings of overwhelm or to be able to show like vulnerable emotions of like, man, it feels like too much. This is like breaking me, and like, it's okay. You can be broken around me. It's safe for you to be broken here. Like, I'm not going to judge you for that. And that's it, man. Like, not judging our fellow men for like, if they break down, you know, I mean, you'll see shit a lot of times, like people, like if men cry, men will be like, dude, you know, no woman's ever going to date you or like whatever. But like, dude, that's bullshit, man. I think making space for men to be emotional and to feel overwhelmed and to feel like they don't know how to figure it out or something. I think giving men space for that is really important. And Joe was like being a typical fucking manosphere guy, right? Oh, don't be weak. Oh yeah, you know, I mean, he may as well have made some comment like you've been drinking soy milk or some shit, you know? And like that shit's like not cool, dude. But dude, Joe, like, I don't know, dude. I don't think Joe is a good guy. You know? I don't. Guys, I don't know about Theo. I have my suspicions about Theo too, but I definitely don't think Joe is a good guy. I mean, and guys, you see him like he hangs out with like Dana White and shit. And I don't think you can be a good guy and hang out with Dana White. I mean, dude, Dana White like fucking hit his wife, dude, hard in public. And like, it didn't look like it was the first time. If you look at that video, you've seen the video, it was in Mexico or something. Dana White hit his wife. She was not surprised, okay? She was not like, what the fuck did you do? It was like you watched it, and I've been around violent dad and been around that abusive shit. I watched it, and I was like, oh, she'd been hit before, right? This was not the first time she had been hit by that man. And like, if you're being friends with those guys, you're not a good guy. Good men don't hang out with women abusers. They don't, you know, they would publicly be decrying that shit. And they would be using it as an opportunity to get Dana White some help. But instead, you have the Joe Rogans and the Jake and Logan Pauls and the Donald Trumps of the world, the Andrew Tates, who suck that guy's D. You know what I mean? And that is, good men don't do that shit. You don't. Good men don't fucking do that shit. You have red lines. And Joe Rogan doesn't have any red lines. He does not. To me, that's like pretty toxic. Dude, you know what's weird about this though, guys? Is 𝗙𝗍𝗏, when he's talking about our religious leaders, like, is 𝗙𝗍𝗏 trying to make us, Satan's amongst us? Like 𝗙𝗍𝗏 is claiming to be like religious? Like, give me a fucking break, dude. Neither of these guys are religious. These guys are bullshit artists. Both of these guys. They both fucking sold out to Donald Trump, who is like, if anything, Trump is the Antichrist. And they're like, they sucked his D and helped him totally get into office. And now Theo's like, oh, everybody's bad. It's like, you fucking jackhole. You literally let the Antichrist into office. Now you want to talk about religious leaders? Like, shut the fuck up. These two men helped Trump and Vance get elected. I'm glad they're saying what they're saying now, but I wish they would own that. Like, okay, are they having a real awakening? Maybe they are. And maybe I'm like being really hard on them because I'm angry at the irresponsible way that they use their platform. that is possible. That, you know, maybe they really are having an awakening. But the problem is these guys have been, you know, like churning chaos for a long time. And they have been heavily insulated from the costs of their flippant political and or, you know, bringing guests on and letting them run to the hills sort of mentalities. And so the thing that bothers me is if they have this realization of like, wow, dude, the terrorist, Trump is a terrorist. What is Trump doing? He's doing all the wrong shit. It's like, if they don't acknowledge, like, man, we did this. Like Joe Rogan, I would feel better about it if Joe Rogan was saying, dude, I can't believe this war. And you know what, Theo? I fucking did this. I platformed Trump. I am the reason that Trump is doing this shit. What the fuck did I do? I need to get my shit straight. I would probably feel a little bit better if there was some acknowledgement from these guys of their own role, because they're just like, oh my God. You know, and Theo is not even just doing Trump. Theo is deceptively, you may not have noticed, but Theo is being very broad, saying all of the politicians are slurping kids. All right? He is in, like, Theo is not even specifically targeting Trump. He is essentially saying everybody, which gives him the space in the next election to trash both sides and to try to find some sort of middle ground of, like, you know, maybe he's going to try and, you know, hone in on some of Hassan's audience or Mike from PA or some of the leftist people. Right? He's going to try to find disaffected people from the groypers and from the leftists. He's going to try and, like, expand his audience to anybody who just hates the whole thing. Okay? And like, I don't know. I feel like these guys are calculated in what they're doing. You know, like, even with Theo not talking specifically about Trump, like, Rogan will talk about Trump, but Theo is like, no, it's everybody. It's all the politicians, right? And I don't know, man. I feel like you don't get as wealthy as these guys without being calculated. What is up, guys? Thank you so much for watching. If you like the video, you want to support independent resistance media, you know what to do. Drop that sub, hit the like button, and please share it. And we do love our members, so if you want to become a member, it's another really great way to support. Thanks again for everything, guys. I'll see you next time. Let's go.